All right, let's play a little bit longer game because I've been playing these short games recently with Mother Coach, and I have not been able to think deeply. I did some really good lessons yesterday with Anwesh
The
and
girl,
Ranveer. Yeah, we've been covering a lot of really deep positional ideas, and I feel like it's helping me, man. I feel like I'm thinking about positions very differently all of a sudden, even from the last week of deeply analyzing those positional themes. Like I'm much more positionally aware now in my games. Let's just put it that way. Ideas like fixing the weakness, right? Understanding how to play different pawn structures and knowing that from the very beginning, middle game, and how that would play out in the end game. Making attacks based on pawn structures, all those kind of things, I feel like are helping me to consider those in my games more. Ah, I hate this stuff.
oh,
I hate when
you
people
are
let me
learning
do this.
positional. That's why people play like this.
Yeah. I want to accept this because I played a game against this Russian master. He played it like this, and I ended up losing the game. So I'm trying to learn how to play against it. So let's go ahead and accept this gambits and stuff and see what happens.
Yes, yeah,
Do you think I should just take it? I think right.
yeah.
Okay, knight f3, g3, bishop g2, castles, something like that, you think?
Maybe look
Or
like
should I
good.
go more like e4? But he's gonna play knight f6 right away, though. That's the thing. My queen usually runs out of spots, okay? So here he's gonna castle queenside and hit my queen. That's the
Yes, I think.
problem in these positions. Okay,
Okay, knight f3, g3 you can play. Later, when he preparing to castle, you can play c3. Now maybe don't need to play queen d4 you can play.
queen
Yeah.
d4. Why?
The idea is if he take, then uh, the idea is you wanted to check e4. Also g7 is hanging. If he takes, same thing happened. But okay, after taking, he can play like knight f6.
Knight
But let,
f6.
after that, you can play bishop g5.
Is
Oh,
this a
after
normal
bishop
way of
g5,
playing this?
maybe he will play knight c6. You can play queen a4. Yeah,
I
they're
like
good. I
Scandinavian.
think. Play queen d4. I think this is good.
Why am I helping him develop two pieces though? Why would I do that?
You also develop your all the piece, and your now queen a4 is the very good square.
Mm,
Even you can castle later. You can castle queen side.
okay.
Bishop h3
Okay, let's go
also
for
a
your
good
idea.
fit.
Have you ever seen this position before, or are you just making it up right now?
Right now, I didn't see.
Do people play after bishop d6? Do they play this g4 stuff, bishop g4? Is this a normal way of playing this position?
Actually, I don't know. Actually, I never play like this. When
Hmm.
never come to my game also.
It's always Russian people that play this, by the way.
Russian
The
people
other guy
always
that I played,
they do not.
Yuri, he's also Russian, and he played this exact same thing with me.
Russian people are actually styling different. They are most of the time they are playing in balanced position. Okay, they do not follow anything like opening rules or something like that. Always they wanted to make
Yeah, I
something.
noticed that.
Most of the player are very complicated.
Right. They like to play those extremely complicated type of
They
uh
are complicated type of position. They
positions
like
that
to
are
play.
not solid at all, right? Like
Okay, you can take queen g4 maybe.
I take queen g4, he takes, I take, he takes. I take, he
What he
takes,
take?
takes, takes. Hold on. Oh, my queen is hanging.
I said you take queen g4, g4, not the bishop f6. Yeah, because you are up a pawn.
Hmm.
Yeah, maybe next move you can play c3. You just play c3. Don't need to play like doing.
Yeah, I'm thinking that if there's anything else
Yeah,
better.
c3, knight
But
d2.
yes, I need to protect this. Yeah, knight here, here. All these things are gonna happen. C3 is a good move. So I basically neutralized his entire attack, and I'm still up a pawn. He didn't
Yeah,
even get nothing so far from that for that pawn.
yeah, because okay, play h3. Oh, first play h3, then knight
Slightly,
d2. Yeah,
he's slightly up in development. That's it. That's all he got.
development, but you also your all the piece also develop because later you can play knight d2. Then okay, e3. You need to two move
Yeah,
to develop all the thing.
yeah. My king probably can sit on c2 in this position type of position.
Yeah.
I think I should take it.
Why? You take. You can play knight d2. If you take, you will go knight c f3 because knight f3 is very good square.
Well, I'm trying to get rid of pieces to simplify. He's gonna come here.
Okay, here knight d2 he can't come here. If he go like g6, he can play just e3.
Okay, in this position, what is the reason why I wouldn't trade pieces if I'm up a pawn and there doesn't worsen my
Yeah,
position?
then his piece was more comfortable place. So why you are doing this? If okay, knight d2 later you can play, but after that you cannot play knight c3.
Mhm.
So you need to play slowly. But this is like you are improving your piece. Also, you are attacking your opponent like this. Also, stop your opponent idea.
Okay. Queenside Castle.
Yeah, queenside castling e3, whatever. But queenside castling, then let next move he can play b5. So I don't think you need to castle queenside. You can castle kingside, I think.
Yeah, you're right. Because if I cast the queen side, I'm gonna just basically for no reason go into an imbalanced situation where he's gonna attack me nonstop on this side of the board, which is unnecessary, right?
Yeah.
What if I play g3 and bishop g2 and castle here?
Okay, but let if you play g3, he will play like rook e8. Rook is 3 as set
Hmm.
because knight d3 check.
So you think its development should be e3, bishop
Yeah,
e2,
I
and
think
castle?
e3 is good. Okay.
That's logical. Makes sense. He wants to very aggressively play b4. Do you think I should stop it with a3? I think so.
Okay, don't need to play a3 because some. Okay, just play bishop e2 because okay, I think b4 is not threat, a threat because you can just take. Okay, just play bishop e2.
I
Yeah,
guess, yeah, if
b4
I
you
play bishop
just take
b2 and the knight
a6.
gets to
Yeah.
b4, there's nothing happening anymore. If c2, then my king is already gone by
Before
then.
you don't need to touch anything. You just take a6.
Right. Yeah. If I'm castled, then I don't have to worry about c2 square anymore. What if I take now and play knight f3? Bishop f6, he'll play, and then b4 becomes stronger, right?
Yeah,
His
yeah.
bishop is
Okay,
better.
surely you can take.
You think I can take?
No,
Takes,
no,
takes,
no,
knight
no, no, no.
f3,
You
bishop
can take
f6.
knight
Isn't
e4.
doesn't that make b4 stronger? Knight
Yeah,
e4. Pick up the bishop, right?
yeah. Also, rook d1 is very serious threat later.
Knight e4, I'm sure he'll take this. Bishop takes. Bishop e5, he will play.
Yeah, then just castle. Now c5 square is under control for you. This is very yeah important
And
so
then if
that
he
we can
plays
play.
b4, then
Okay, just take.
just take it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting this d6 bishop would be nice for me actually, because that would really solve all of my problems. This bishop is the only thing that can really do anything to me. Although hard to say that I have any problems here even. I think I should castle now.
Yeah, sure.
What happens if f5, knight g5?
Knight g5, rook d2. Okay. Rook d on, rook takes b2. I think you can play rook d on. Yeah, this is very logical move. Actually, you don't need to castle. You can put the king on e2. Why you castle?
Yeah.
And now castle or play rook e2. Yeah, I think rook e2 is okay. Sorry, the king e2.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about this move.
Okay, no problem because you just take and play this.
Yeah, it's probably fine, I guess. If it takes this bishop.
Yeah, you could just take.
I'm just calculating that. That takes, rook d1, takes, knight, or even f5 first. Then what? What do I do? He's threatening this.
Take and knight c5.
Rook
Takes.
d1, rook d1, rook d8. I'm sorry?
Uh, take and knight c5. No, not this one. Take b4 and play knight c5. Next move. I
Don't
think
take
this
on
is
b4, take on b2.
you are okay. B2 then knight c5. Yeah, you are attacking on a6. I think no nothing can protect this one.
Right now, you said to take the. You're suggesting taking the rook,
No, no, no. I don't suggest you taking the rook. I suggest you take with the pawn.
and if he plays bishop b2,
Knight c5.
hmm. If bishop c3, then knight takes a6. No, knight
Yeah,
c5, bishop c3, knight a6, rook a8.
rook a8 he can't play. If he play, no problem because you can play b5.
Actually, he can't play rook a8. Bishop takes a8. He's gonna do this kind of thing first, though. He's gonna play knight here. This bishop is too good. He's gonna get rid of this very fast here. And I don't want to go into a scenario where he has the bishop and I don't have my bishop, and these pawns are kind of loose, and this file is open. Can you see how this is starting to become to where he has some counterplay? I'm getting into a more and more
Maybe
imbalanced
rook e,
position.
rook 8.
Yeah, I need to get something, do something about this bishop is what I'm saying.
No, this bishop is bad
This
bishop.
bishop combined with these two rooks on
This
this
bishop,
file
your
open
knight
is gonna cause
strong
some
than this
problems.
bishop. Okay, I need to receive a call, yeah?
Okay.
Hello?
Check.
Wait, তোমাকে না। হ্যাঁ, okay. Okay, why are you playing Rook D1?
Why not? I'm trying to trade off the rooks and go into a more simplified position. You'll play rook e8, right?
Why you are
To
not
which
taking A6?
I don't want to give him counterplay on this thing, man.
No, he can't play
Right.
bishop on F3. Why?
Well, yes, but I mean, like, hmm,
No counterplay, just completely losing.
FYI, he also had this check, but I don't think anything happens after the check, though, right? I just play back here.
No, beside of Rook D3, D1.
Oh, instead of okay, I see. Yeah, I guess I should have taken the pawn. Maybe you're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
faster. This is not good when you take D8 because after take D8 he can check. Okay, now I cannot check because you will just go and later you can take. Okay, okay, still winning. The main thing is, you are playing well, by the way.
Hmm.
But you, when people see the game, people know you. You are like আপনি অনেক ভয় টয় পাইছেন আর কি গেমে এটা বুঝতে পারবে।
Man, I don't care what people think of me, brother. I don't give a shit. If I'm afraid, people can know that I'm very authentic for the most part. Yeah, sometimes
And
I am scared.
yeah.
I am scared as hell. If it doesn't allow you to add her, then give her my profile and let her know that I was not able to add her, but I sent her a message and that she could send me a friend request. In order to send me a friend request, she can click the three dots in the top right corner of my profile and it'll give you the profile and it'll give her the option to add me as a friend. What do you play? Bishop e5? Okay. I'm
You
not
don't have
gonna be
many
any more
chances.
generous. Now I am gonna take this.
Yeah,
I've given this man plenty of chances to not take his stuff.
you play bishop this. You didn't play. Play f45. Then yeah,
Where is that guy going? I just have to worry about f2 pawn.
ওকে আপনি ফার্স্ট বিশপ বি7 খেলতে পারেন। নাইটটা কই যায়?
Bishop what?
বিশপ জি4 অলসো খেলতে
b7 you
পারেন।
said?
ইয়া অর বিশপ জি4।
He's gonna put that knight on d6 though, right?
You need to see what he can do. D6, then maybe.
I don't want to really move my bishop from the diagonal. I want to use that bishop on that diagonal with the knight to just queen that pawn, the a pawn. See, I told you he was gonna go for those pawns. Okay, so let me calculate. A5, bishop g5, a6, he takes on f2. Bishop b7, knight a7, so that's not working. So let's get in the bishop with the tempo, maybe, on the knight. Bishop
Yeah,
g4, then f3. How's that? But then my bishop is now no longer on this nice diagonal anymore.
okay, bishop g4 first you need to play.
I mean, did I really need to play that though? Could I not have just simply moved my king up here and just played knight d3 anytime he attacks this f2?
Yeah, now you can play f4.
Yeah, I should play f4 and not knight b5. Or sorry, pawn b5.
One b5, bishop f2, knight d3. Okay, you can play this one also. Yeah. Okay, play b5 is more accurate, I
Just
think.
a little bit better, right? This knight can always come back and defend this pawn. I don't think I have to worry about that too much. I just gotta keep rolling these pawns
Yeah,
forward, I feel
then
like.
play king c4.
Because if my king gets in here with the powerful knight and two pawns, I think that will allow me plenty of options to, win the game, right?
Mm.
Now I come here. So my threat is to play this and this. Defend here.
Why not? You can play f5.
Hmm? A5?
Yes.
I want to improve the bishop first on this diagonal. Don't you think that's better?
A5 is direct winning. You have.
Push or
You
take?
can push for pawn also. Yeah. Then you have lots of passed pawn.
Yeah, you're right.
Not play a5, b6.
Okay.
Mm.
I mean, I saw A5. I was gonna play it eventually, but I wanted to make some progress on this side too first. But maybe you're right. Maybe that's just I don't want to get to a situation where my bishop is tied down to protecting b7 pawn and he gets his king to a good square or something, always attacking the pawn. I don't know. Trying to play cautiously.
Might have no square.
Right. Wait.
Okay, maybe knight a5. A5.
Hold on.
Okay,
Let me think.
no, knight a5 is not possible because we can take f2. Okay, f2, knight. Yeah. F2, knight a6, knight king c7, b6, b7. Yeah, because knight c8 he can't play, just mate in one. Yeah, play. Knight c5.
B7, right?
Yes. No,
And if
fast
it's
move knight is c5.
first move knight c5,
Yes.
interesting. He's gonna take on f2 though. You know that, right?
Yeah. Knight f2, knight a6. Bishop f2, knight a6. Yeah. knight a6 and b7. We can promote queen.
No, this forks nothing like that. Okay, yeah. Wow. I beat a Russian guy. Crazy.
Yeah, American
No,
people always like to beat Russian.
a beginner chess player in America doesn't know how the knight moves. A beginner chess player in Russia is 1600. You understand what I'm saying?
Huh?
A beginner chess player in the US doesn't know how the knight moves. A
Yes,
beginner chess player in Russia is 1600.
রাশিয়ান আমার লেভেলের প্লেয়ার রাস্তার চার দোকানে আছে।
Crazy. There's so many of them, right?
সবাই খেলে, দাবা খেলতে পারে।
Right. And they're really good. All of them.
ইভেন এমনও প্লেয়ার আছে আপনার জিএমটিএম হারা দিতে পারে, লাইক ওরা কখনো টুর্নামেন্টই খেলে না।
Right. I
So
actually
এটা
saw that here in Austin too. I went to that traveling chess club again. I played maybe 5 or 6 blitz games, and I lost 4 of them. And I asked these people, "Have you ever played a tournament?" And they've never played a tournament their whole life ever.
yeah,
And their
আমরা
strength is at least like 18, 19, 2000. Some of them maybe even more. There's some one guy destroyed me twice in a row. He just completely obliterated me.
আমার নিজের গ্রামের বাড়ি তো সিরাজগঞ্জও আছে এরকম। ধরেন মানে
How do these people get so good?
আম- আমি যখন 2000 লেভেল ছিলাম তখন আমি হারতাম তো, মানে কাছাকাছি রেজাল্ট হইতো আর কি, হারতাম বলতে এরকম না, বাট তারা এখন টুর্নামেন্টই খেলে নাই।
How do they get that good without playing tournaments? Do they study chess on their own? What do they do?
শালি খেলে সারাদিন রাত, আর কিছু করে না।
So you can get that good just from playing chess with no study, nothing.
বাট স্টাডি যারা করে তাদের 1600 সাথে তারা পারবে না যদি সিরিয়াস ভাবে খেলে, কারণ হচ্ছে আপনার ওই ওপেনিং টিপারেশনে পড়ে যাবে, অলরেডি ওপেনিং টুপেনিং খারাপ হয়ে যাবে, কারণ তারা যে ওপেনিং রুলসে খেলে।
Mhm.
সো ওই হিসাবে তারা ওপেনিং এ হেরে যাবে, এটা একটা সমস্যা। এছাড়া খেলতে পারবে যদি একদম নর্মাল পজিশন খেলে।
Mm.
আর একটা জিনিস কি, তারা রুলস টুলস মানবে না, উল্টা পাল্টা করে ফেলতেছে। ইফ ইউ গেট লাইক ইফ নো ইফ ইউ আর 1600, ওকে, সো ইউ
Mhm.
হ্যাভ আইডিয়া, সো দিস ইজ ব্যাড মুভ, বাট ইউ ডো নট নো হাউ টু পানিশ। দ্যাটস দ্য
Mm.
থিং, আপনি জানেন আপনার ভালো পজিশন আসবে আসবে, বাট এক্স্যাক্টলি পানিশ করতে পারবেন না। আর ওইসব প্লেয়ার কোনো ভয় নাই, ওরা
Right.
ভালো খারাপ কিছু বোঝে না। বুঝতে পারছেন, এটা হচ্ছে মেইন থিং আপনার, মানে আমরা ভালো প্লেয়ার হারানোর মেনই কি, ওরা ভালো খারাপ কি বোঝে না। এখন না বুঝলে ওরা ইচ্ছা মতো খেলতে, দেখ আপনি একটু খারাপ হইলে আপনি অনেক ক্যালকুলেশন করতেছেন করতেছেন, অথবা একটা আপসেট হচ্ছেন নাই। ইভেন অনেক প্লেয়ার আছে আপনি একটা পিস আপ, তারপরে বলবে যে না না এটা খেলা আছে, এবং খেলতে শুরু করবে।
Mm.
ভয়টয় নাই তো, এটা একটা কারণ হতে পারে।
Right. Right.
আর তাছাড়া 2000 লেভেল পর্যন্ত কোন স্টাডি করা ছাড়া যারা যাওয়া যায় আসলে, একটা সময় যদি ঠিক খেলা যায়, একটা
Yeah.
এক্স্যাক্টলি টাইম দেওয়া যায়। আর
Right.
এই
Right. Right.
রাশিয়ানরা
Makes
হচ্ছে
sense.
বাই বাই বোন আর কি বলা যায়।
What?
বাই বোন আর কি, জেনেটিক্যালি দাবা প্লেয়ার সব।
Buy bone? What does that mean?
বাই বোন বলতে বুঝেছি যে জন্ম থেকে না আর কি, মানে সবাই খেললে একটা
Oh,
জেনেটিক
by
থাকে না।
oh, since birth.
ইয়া,
By born is what you're saying.
আপনার
Got
হচ্ছে
it.
তারপরে এটা হবে 5 7 10 বছর পর ইন্ডিয়াতেও সেম হতে পারে, যে ইন্ডিয়া এরকম প্লেয়ার হবে,
Yeah.
মানে ওইরকম ইমপ্রুভমেন্ট হচ্ছে।
Right. Yeah, that
অলরেডি
makes
যে
sense.
ইভেন ওই যে কাজাকিস্তান উজবেকিস্তান এগুলোর দিকে হয়ে যাচ্ছে।
Hmm.
ও তো রাশিয়ান বলা যায়, রাশিয়ান ছিল না, তো ওদের তো সবকিছু একই অনেকটা।
Right.
ওকে, ইউ ওয়ান অ্যানালাইজ।
Yeah, we can analyze and then do some study.
অ্যানালাইসিস করলে স্টাডি টাইম পাবেন না, অলরেডি 40 মিনিট হয়ে 50 মিনিটের মতো, 40 মনে মিনিট হচ্ছে।
Okay. What is there to look at this game? Is there anything to analyze?
ওইরকম কিছু না, আমি তো ছিলামই আপনার কাছে। ওকে, সো দিস ইজ দ্য পজিশন।
Yeah. You're sharing your screen?
ও ইউ আর নাও, ও ইউ আর শেয়ারিং এর স্ক্রিন, ওকে নাও আই এম শেয়ারিং।
Yeah, go ahead. What? It's a white to move, right?
ইয়েস, হোয়াইট টু।
Okay, so this is a pretty typical idea in the Sicilian, right? Black is aggressively attacking, and
Yeah, that's black idea. White position is too normal, but black wanted to play like, you know, a knight a b4. This is a very serious state. Yeah,
so
even
I feel like here a standard way of neutralizing the threat is to play knight d5, right?
yeah. সো
And
আপনার অপোনেন্ট আপনাকে অ্যাটাক করছে, তো অ্যাটাকিং এর অলওয়েজ যদি অ্যাটাক যে পিসটা দিয়ে করছে সেটা যদি এক্সচেঞ্জ করে দেই, যে দিলে অ্যাটাকটা অপোনেন্ট করতে পারবে না। দিস ইজ দ্য নর্মাল থিং। ওকে, সো ইয়া, নাইট ডি5 ইজ গুড। সো আফটার নাইট ডি5, ইফ ই টেক, হোয়াট ইউ ডুইং?
I would just take the f6 knight and then take the queen with the rook.
শিওর?
Mm,
You can take rook takes d2, and also you can take knight f6. Later you can take. So what do you think? Which one is good?
knight f6 first, of course, because I'm gonna try to attack on the d6 later on.
Yeah.
And, I don't want to block the D file. Why would I want to purposely do that? That's my open file, half open files. So I would take on f6 first, and then
Okay,
open
you wanna
the
take on f6. If you take
the
with
queen.
g takes f6,
Um,
did you calculate g takes f6?
I did a little bit. I mean, I'm still gonna do the same thing, I think, right? Like I'm gonna play rook d2. Oh, shit.
In the
That's
game,
sick.
this happened and white lost the game
That came out of nowhere. I didn't calculate this h5. That's wow.
because black calculate bishop takes. Okay, rook takes. Then now white position is very good. Bishop black has d5 is d5 weakness. White later just play h3 and f4 because after h3 f4 e5 f5 is very serious threat
Mm-hmm.
and d6 is always permanent weakness. Yeah, so only white have good chance to win the game. But the mistake is the thing is black play this in the game. We can see the game very fast. So h5, rook g on, takes, bishop c4, b6, rook c on, rook
Wait,
take.
go back. Wait, slow down. Go slower. Go back again to where he played
Okay, take
h5.
position.
Then wait. What did white play? Rook g1.
Yeah,
Okay. Then
just take, and bishop c4. So b3, take, rook h3, rook e2, king d7. So that's the simple idea is play like rook h8. So g5, take is not good because if you exchange bishop, then even with you have a pawn, this is very tough to win the game. So king e6, take, bishop d2 and bishop e7. সো এখন এটা কমপ্লিটলি ব্ল্যাক এর বেটার কারণ হচ্ছে ব্ল্যাক রুক এইচ8 আনতেছে এরপর রুক এইচ5 আনবে এফ5 করবে অথবা রুক ডি5 করবে ওকে রুক এফ8 করে ডি5 করে একটা পাস পয়েন্ট ক্রিয়েট করবে সো লটস অফ উইকনেস ইন হোয়াইট সাইড সো ব্ল্যাক ইজ বেটার সো থিং ইজ আমাদের এই কখন এক্সচেঞ্জ করতে হবে তখন না করতে হবে এই জিনিসটা আমাদের বুঝতে হবে এখানে যদি বিশপ টেক্স করতো দিন ওকে বাট জি টেক্স কিন্তু এফ6 আছে এটা আমাদের খেয়াল রাখতে হবে ওকে সো এইখানে হচ্ছে পার্থক্য আসলে এই এর গেমের ইভেন ইভানচো মিস করছে এটা এবং আনন্দের সাথে হারছে
so you're saying that this queen at 95 was not the right idea? Is that what you're saying?
ইয়াস 95 ইজ অন অনলি অন আইডিয়া আদারওয়াইজ ইউ জাস্ট লস দ্য গেম বিকজ ইফ ইউ প্লে দিস just look at the position. B2,
Right.
everything is just even E6 bishop. Sometime you sorry, sometime he sack the pawn also. মানে মেট হয়ে যাবেন এগুলা পন টন তো খাওয়ার প্রতি পিস টিস খাওয়ার টাইম পাবেন না লুক লাইক মেট
Right.
সো 95 অবশ্যই গুড মুভ বাট ডোন্ট এক্সচেঞ্জ দিস নাইট because he have g takes okay and h5 is very good counter play so just take this one okay what you said if what he take with d5. So if you take with knight, I take with pawn, then this bishop is not good. Later you can play like bishop d3, bishop e4, and sometime h3, uh, f4 also.
Okay, so after this, you're saying after takes, don't take the knight basically, right? That's
Yes,
where I
don't take
made
the
the
knight
mistake.
because of a g takes and h5. So আমাদের সবসময় চাল দেখতে হবে কোন
Okay,
কি
but this position
সিস্টেম
I feel
করতে
like is
হবে।
a standard position though. Is this theory? Because it should be, right? Because this is like I've seen this before so many times.
বুঝি নাই কি বললেন?
Is this theoretical position or is this completely new?
This is the new position because theoretical position, this is the idea is very common. Okay, but always this idea we can do knight f6, but in this case you can do knight f6. This is the different
Mhm. I
common
see.
idea in this position. Okay, because knight f6 is very natural move because I just take sense and e d5, but here you can't take because g takes f6. Sometimes this can be happened. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so you need to like think this is can like এটা হচ্ছে আমাদের প্রবলেম হলো কি আমরা যে একটা নলেজ জানি, ঠিক আছে, এটা হচ্ছে এমন একটা পজিশন আমরা যে কিছু জানি যে এরকম এরকম করা যায়, আমরা ওইটা করে ফেলি, বাট কিন্তু ডিফারেন্ট কিছু থাকে যেটা আমরা হয়তো বা চিন্তা করলে পাবো, বাট আমরা চিন্তা করি না কারণ ওকে আমরা তো জানি এটা তো এই নাইট ডি ফাইভ অফ তো নাইট এফ সিক্স খায়, এটা অনেক ওপেনিং এই নাইট ডি ফাইভ চালটা হয়, খুবই কমন এবং এমন বোর্ডে
Mm-hmm.
আসেই সবার গেমে, আপনার গেমে হয়তো বা আসছে অনেকবার যে এরকম কুইন আসছে পিন আসছে এক্সচেঞ্জ করা যায় চাইলে। So, এবং এবার সবাই নাইট এফ সিক্স করে কারণ এখানে নাইট ডি ফাইভ কেন রাখবো, বাট ইন দ্য সাম টাইম আসলে এটা কিন্তু হার্মফুল হইতে পারে যে এক্সচেঞ্জটা জাস্ট রুক ডি টু ইটস ওকে। আমাদের ওয়ারি থাকতে হবে যে সবসময় পিস এক্সচেঞ্জ কখন করব, কোন পজিশন এক্সচেঞ্জটা করা উচিত এবং কোন পজিশনে না। আর নাইট ডি ফাইভ অনলি মুভ দিতে হবে কারণ অপোনেন্ট আমাকে অ্যাটাক করে, সেখান থেকে আমাদের অলওয়েজ এক্সচেঞ্জ পিস করলেই অ্যাটাকিং পজিশন থেকে আমি বাঁচতে পারবো, আদারওয়াইজ দিস ইজ ভেরি টাফ ডিফেন্স করা। ডিড ইউ সি দিস পজিশন বিফোর?
Uh,
হ্যালো?
I don't remember. Probably not. But I accidentally saw the answer. I just saw the first move though.
হোয়াট ইজ দ্য ফার্স্ট মুভ?
I think you're trying to exchange the queens here, queen d4, right? I can see why, because this queen is very powerfully placed on that diagonal.
ওকে দেন ইউ
At some
টু
point,
নো
maybe I want to.
ফার্স্ট মুভ, দেন
Yeah.
ওকে এক্সপ্লেন দ্য আইডিয়া।
The idea is that we need to control c6, and queen is stop
This is
making that
not
hard.
idea. This is maybe
We're gonna trade
this
the
is like
queens.
this is this
Huh?
is also idea, but this is not main idea in this position.
Well, main idea is that we're gonna exchange the queens because the queen is really good, and we want to be able to play maybe f4 at some point soon. And we need the c6. We need to control c6, get the open file on the c file, and knight is well placed on d4 after the exchange happens. And if the exchange doesn't happen, then I'm gonna win the knight on e5. f4 is coming next. So those are the ideas I feel like, right? Like my goals, if you gave me 5, 6 moves, I would play queen d4, takes, knight d4. Then I'd play rook c, I don't know, 2, rook c1, knight c6, or rook c7, something, whatever he lets me do. Maybe then I'd play f4, kick that knight out, all types of stuff. f4 is a threat actually immediately, right? Because the knight is out of squares on e5.
ওকে মেইন সমস্যা হচ্ছে নাইটের চাল নাই।
Yeah,
ওকে সো
he has to play a really crappy move like
24, yes,
f6 or f5 or something like that to get the
yeah,
square to his
g5
knight.
f6 he need to play because bishop c8 is very stupid move because just play for knight d7 and knight c6.
Yeah.
So Okay, he play f7. So what do you do?
Um, uh, give me 1 second, man. I want to get some coconut water. 1 second. To use that. I'm also.
না খাইছে হালকা একটু চা দিবেন? হ্যাঁ, সমস্যা নেই।
Oh, okay, I'm back. What was your question on this one? What's the rest of the questions you asked me?
Okay, now what do you do? You can if you play f5 or you
Oh,
are exchanging your queen, play knight d4.
um, yeah, I'm playing F4 probably, right? Because Why? Because I'm going to I'm going to follow the principle of pushing your pieces back anytime you can, and there's no reason why I shouldn't here. The knight is a good square on e5. I should take away that square. There's no immediate drawback I can see after f4. Like it's not like he's crushing me on the king side with some pawn break or something. After I push the knight back to f7 or something, then maybe I'll exchange queens and play knight d4 and try to really solidify myself on c6, right? So like eyeing c6 square, maybe playing rook c7, the other rook to c1. One day the knight's definitely gonna get to e6 or c6, and my bishop will become
Okay,
active.
in the game, black take, but because the thing is, black can play f4 in the right time. The thing is, okay, so f6, ওকে f4 খেললে এটা তো ব্যাক করবে, সো বাট আমার কি এখন f4 খেলার দরকার আছে, না নাইট এখানে বেটার? সো দিস ইজ দ্য থিং। ওকে, বাট মেবি
I don't understand. What's that? Okay, so after he took the queen, did he play f4 next?
he play knight d4, so his idea put the rook on c7, then he play f4, because f4 you on your hand, yeah, you can play later, but rook c7 you can go then maybe after later if f4 is very dangerous.
Not
Maybe
quite
this one
exactly
also
seeing.
possible, your idea also possible, but
Yeah, I'm not seeing the difference between the two things. Like, okay, I can play f4 anytime, but as long as his knight maintains on e5, it's also causing more influence. So why not push that back and then play this sequence?
maybe you can play.
Okay.
So if g5, g5 is very bad move, because this is a very tough time. Okay, here if you lost a move, then this you can gonna be lost easily.
Yeah.
Okay, rook c7, this is very com move. Okay, rook d8. So king h2, he play a6.
Mhm.
Okay, this is the position. So what you wanna play here? Hello.
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm thinking. Um, my turn, right? He played h6. What would I do in this position? Okay, so you see,
What do you say?
this is why I would have played f7 and f4 earlier because now f4 is not that easy. I mean, I can still play it, but it's not as good looking because this messes up my pawn structure a little bit with the h pawn being isolated. But here I would play probably f4, honestly. Or
Okay, for he
actually,
take and play
wait,
knight
hold on.
g6.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm saying we should have played it earlier. You told me you, well, yes, but you can't play it right now the same way that you could have played it earlier.
You can play better way. So how?
Here, I would have already had wanted to play f4 so I can focus on the c file. I would have played f4 earlier and I would have played rook c1 here. Or maybe
Okay,
I just played
just
rook
see
here in
see
this
the
position.
opponent position. Okay, all the right like white square weakness. Yeah, did you notice that?
Yeah, I did notice that light square weakness.
So okay, and
So I can
also
flank on
the
e6.
yeah, and also another thing is your all the pieces are very active.
I can play knight e6 check
Compact,
here. I did consider that. Knight e6 check, bishop takes, and just take back. That's also fine.
yeah, but not
Then-
very good actually because yeah, you can. Why this knight is also very strong. So here you can play e4, bishop e4.
Okay.
Very strong idea because f4 you can play. F4, f5 even you can play sometime. If you take
Okay.
with then, and in he can't play knight g6, bishop rook g on.
Why? Why
Okay.
can't he play that? What? What do you say?
Directly knight g6 he can play. Hello.
Why? Yeah, why not? I'm listening.
Directly knight g6 he can play. Okay. But f4 knight g6, did you see f5 knight f8? Yes.
Why can't he just come back
Where he come back?
to e5?
Okay, then okay, I don't need to take. I can play like okay. Then if you stay here, then I just play knight f5. Check. If you take, if you don't have any other option, you need to take, and just I just take with bishop. Then not all that white diagonal just cramp for you. You just okay. I can show you. So if you play okay here, not. So what do you play here
Probably rook c1, rook f c1.
with black?
Oh, black move.
Yes.
Uh um I guess hard to find some move for black even.
Okay, you can back this one. You can play h5. You can move your king here. Maybe what he play in the game. Yeah, king f8 play.
Yeah, something like that may be best.
Okay, so now how?
Now what? What's the question?
Yeah, now how win here in the spot?
Um,
একটা জিনিস এই পজিশনটারই আমি যে পজিশনটা দেখার কারণে আমরা যদি ডাইরেক্টলি কোনো কিছু অপোনেন্টকে অ্যাটাক করি সেটা আমাদের 100% শিওর হতে হবে। আমরা যদি 100% শিওর না হই তখন আমাদের ওই অ্যাডভান্টেজটা রেখে যা আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে এটা আমরা লেটারও যদি করতে পারি দেন আমাদের পিস গুলা পারফেক্ট প্লেসে আনা, ইমপ্রুভমেন্ট করা খুব যারা পজিশনাল প্লেয়ার তার জন্য এটা খুবই দরকার। বুঝতে পারছেন?
yeah.
ওকে, আমরা যদি শিওর থাকি দেন ইটস ওকে, আদারওয়াইজ এটা করা সবচেয়ে ভালো। ওকে,
Okay.
F4 ভেরি কমন।
Wait. Okay. Go ahead. I
নাও
was gonna
আই
say
থিঙ্ক
that I see the
এই নাইটটা
combination.
সরিয়ে দেওয়া উচিত। হ্যাঁ, সো নাইট f7,
You take on d7. Wait,
দেন হোয়াট?
no. Wait, you can't just do that. Not really seeing it yet.
Did you see knight can you can trap the knight?
Do you mean by just checking on e6 and then pushing it all the way back to h8?
But the thing is now you can do.
What?
Now you can't do. Why? Because he have d5. In your variation, yes, 96, bishop e6, d6, and d5.
What are you talking about right now? Oh, 90, right now,
96.
96?
Yes,
Oh, he has d5, and the like attacking my bishop. If I take on f7, he takes on e4.
with e4. And you
Is
move
that
the
what you're saying?
bishop, then he can play knight d6 because he have now d6 squared.
Okay. So I'm not sure what other in-between move could be played. I don't know.
ওকে, আপনি কি সেম থিং মানে পরেও খেলতে পারতেছেন? আমি তো পরেও এই চাল খেলতে পারছি, কারণ সে রুকটা বিশপটা কোনোটাই সহায়তা পায় না। এই থ্রেডটা সরানোর কোনো ওয়ে নেই তার। এই নাইটটা যাওয়ার কই জায়গা আছে? এই সাইডে গেলে সেম থিং আমি করতে পারি। ওকে, বাট এই সাইড বাদ দিয়ে অন্য কোথাও যেতে পারে, সেটা হচ্ছে h5 খেলে h6, নাইট h6 করতে পারে।
Yeah.
সো এছাড়া সে রুক মুভ করতে পারে, নাইটে যাওয়ার তার জায়গা নেই। সো জাস্ট প্লে বিশপ f3, h5 he can play, just you just take and position nothing can change, and next move you can play knight e6. ওকে, জি f4 টেক করলেও কি যায় আসে না, জাস্ট টেক করে দিয়ে সেম কিছুই আসতেছে। সো আসলে এখানে জাস্ট পিস চলে যাচ্ছে, কোনো বাঁচানোর কোনো ওয়ে নেই। নাইট e6 এর পর রুক ধরা, এটা হচ্ছে সমস্যা।
Hmm.
ওকে, ইন দা গেমে রুক বিট করেছে, দেন জাস্ট নাইট e6, টেক টেক, নাইট e8 এন্ড f5, নাইট স্টেপ,
Hmm.
আস্ত পিস ডাউন।
Yeah, makes sense. So after bishop f3, what was the black move again? Show me.
নাইট e6, ও ব্ল্যাক মুভ, ব্ল্যাক ক্যান পুট, মানে নাইট e6 তো অ্যাভয়েড করার কোনো ওয়ে নেই।
Mm-hmm.
আপনি রুক মুভ করতে পারেন না, কারণ এখানে তো বিশপ চলে যাচ্ছে। বিশপ মুভ করলে সেম পজিশন তো আসছে, বিশপ মুভ করে তো আর লাভ নেই। ইভেন কিং
Okay.
মুভ করলেও নাইট e6 খেলবো, কিং যেখানে ইচ্ছা মুভ করুক, এক্সেপ্ট দিস ওয়ান। এটা করলে আবার আমি এটা করতে পারি চাইলে।
Okay.
নেক্সট যদি আপনি রুক সরায় দেন, বিশপ f7 খেয়ে দিব, আর নাইট e6 তো থ্রেট আছেই। সো এটাও করতে পারে না, আর অন্য কোনো চালও তো নাই।
Right.
তো রুক ব্যাক করছে, জাস্ট নাইট e6। তো রুক ধরা
Okay.
চেক করছে, তো খেতেই হবে। আর খেয়েছে খেয়েছে, নাইট অনলি মুভ নাইট এসে জাস্ট f5, তো নাইট স্ট্যাপ। আর এই পজিশন ভাঙা যায় না কোনোভাবেই। সো আস্তে একটা পিস ডাউন।
Yeah. White will simply just play on the other side on the C file, right? No real chance of counterplay of anything like that.
না, কোনো কাউন্টার প্লে নেই কোনো, এবং খালি না, রুক
Right.
ডাউন, নাইট ডাউন না থাকলেও যে পজিশন সেটা লস, কারণ হোয়াইটের তো আস্তে আস্তে রুক সি অনে নিয়ে খেলে ফেলতো।
Right. Yeah.
ওকে, ঠিক আছে তাহলে।
Yeah. Sounds
You
good,
can
man.
leave.
If you're free later tonight, let me know.
ওকে।
Okay. Talk to you
ওকে,
later.
বাই।
Bye.
Yeah, goodbye.